Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
That's the ease at which you get information. You're always connected and informed. So if you're diabetic and still using old technology and finger sticks, what are you waiting for? U.S. Med carries the highest quality continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. Visit usmed.com/radio today. That's usmed.com/radio today and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got our Loud and Local Band of the Week. This week, it's Cult Vista. It's our Loud and Local Band of the Week, Cult Vista. You want to find out how you can get their music? Just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Get their record anywhere that you listen on Apple, Spotify, wherever it may be. It's titled New Imagine Modern Sins. Really cool sound to these guys.
And if you're loving local music, well, tune in Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. 2 solid hours of great local music. It's a show called Loud and Local. Hey, how about that?
Hey.
And you know what? You can hear great stuff from the Pacific Northwest. Bands like Cult Vista. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yes.
I love to see Danny jumping because as he's jumping, and I know it's not Thursday, so we don't usually talk about the Kraken, but I get to see his little anchor because he's wearing short pants.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Short pants. I'm wearing shorts. Short pants.
Yeah, you know, short pants.
You're wearing modified pants above the knee?
Yeah. Nice. Just to show off my anchor tattoo.
It looks really good. I love that thing.
Thank you.
Let's get to our contestant. We got Logan in Seattle. Logan, are you there?
I am there. Let's get DJ a song.
Oh, there you go.
Let's not get crazy, Logan.
Woo! All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Logan will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Logan, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Golden State Warriors are a professional basketball team from what city?
Sacramento.
No.
Los Angeles?
No.
Pass.
Which organ is typically left in the body of a mummy?
The heart?
Yes. The flag of the Netherlands is red, blue, and what other color?
White.
Yes. If it's 8 p.m. in Miami, what time is it in Boston?
8 p.m.
Yes. Finish the Green Day song, Boulevard of what?
Broken Dream.
Yes. Okinawa is a location in which Asian country?
Japan.
Yes. What is the sixth planet from the sun?
Jupiter.
No.
Saturn.
Yes. Which decade saw the first flight of a space shuttle commanded by a woman?
The 80s.
No.
The 90s.
Yes. What is the highest mountain on Earth?
Mount Everest.
Yes. How many U.S. states share a border with Quebec?
2.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct.
Ooh. Boy, I hope the Quebec one doesn't get him because Steve went to school close to Quebec.
He did. That's right. Ooh. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, maybe he doesn't remember that thing, and he's really bad at geography, so you kind of hope there, right?
Very possible.
Yes. Anything is possible. It's Friday. Good morning, everybody. Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
The Golden State Warriors are a professional basketball team from what city?
San Francisco.
Yes. Which organ was typically left in the body of mummies?
Which organ? The brain?
No.
The heart.
Yes. The flag of the Netherlands is red, blue, and what other color?
Yellow?
No.
Green?
No.
And white.
Yes. If it's 8 p.m. in Miami, what time is it in Boston?
8 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Finish the Green Day song, Boulevard of what?
Danny's Dreams.
No.
Broken Dreams.
Yes. Okinawa is a location in which Asian country?
Japan.
Yes. What is the sixth planet from the sun?
That would be Uranus, right?
No.
Jupiter.
No.
Saturn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which decade saw the first flight of a space shuttle commanded by a woman?
The 1990s.
Yes. What is the highest mountain on Earth?
Dolly Parton.
No.
Sorry. No.
It's terrible. You're not sorry.
Mount Everest?
Yes. How many U.S. states share a border with Quebec?
1.
No.
3.
No.
2.
No. Steve, you get 9 correct, but you win!
God dang it.
Happy Friday!
Oh, well, nice try, Logan.
No song for you, BJ.
You come back 1 year.
Dang it.
Another one bites the dust.
Is it 4?
Yes.
Damn it.
It is 4.
Was it New York, obviously?
Yes.
And
Maine.
Other places.
In Maine. And what's in between those two?
I got to say
Michigan?
Vermont. And
You
New
did
Hampshire.
not just say, you just did not
you
say
did.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Vermont, New Hampshire, as BJ loves to say.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I know
Michigan. Go
Well, I know
home, man.
it borders with Canada.
Yeah, I think that's
So it's just
Ontario you're thinking.
Yeah, I know that. I know it borders with Toronto, but I was like, well, maybe like just the tip touches Quebec. I don't know.
me.
Yeah, just a tip.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your
Boy,
win, buddy.
he won that one, didn't he?
I got 9 right.
He did. He did
Dominant
win.
performance.
Shocking.
A bunch of judgers over here.
That's right. Well, you'll have that.
Oh, I guess the Warriors. Someone said they play out of Oakland now. Is that
the
true?
Chase Center? I think is in I think it's in San Francisco because I mean they used to play in Oakland.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look up the Chase Center and see where it's at because I think that's where they play currently.
According to Wikipedia, it says San Francisco. Yeah, so maybe they did at some point.
But it's funny. I thought they also moved to Oakland recently as well. But
I think Oakland just likes having teams and then taking them away from their fans to make them sad.
Yeah,
because aren't they about to potentially losing the Oakland A's?
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that? Oh, boy.
The rumor, I mean, one of the places that they're checking out is Portland.
Yeah. And the Chase Center, again, according to the internet, says it's in San Francisco.
Well, and if anybody who knows basketball, well, Joey D should know this, but I mean, if anybody knows basketball, I always thought they were still in San Fran.
The big rumor is potentially Vegas they might be going to, which is funny because they just got the Raiders and then they might be getting the A's. But the ownership group's talking to going to different areas, apparently.
Well, Oakland, unfortunately, that stadium is a horrible stadium for baseball, number one. It is really not good for baseball. And I've been there, and it really isn't a good stadium for baseball. It kind of sucks. And they've basically they've had to just take the entire upper deck and just close it off.
Damn.
Even this was before COVID.
It'd be kind of interesting if they ended up in Portland. I mean, it seems very unlikely, but who knows? Crazier things have happened. Right. But how cool would that be to have a rival that close?
That would be pretty cool.
It just sucks because they're a good. I was about to say they're gooder than us, but they're better than us.
Gooder.
Yeah. They're gooder than the Mariners. So already they're going to have a better team.
That's a good point. I mean, I feel like I think Oakland is on par with the same size, or I should say Portland, excuse me, is on par with the same size as maybe Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I think they're similar sized cities. So there are baseball teams in cities the size of Portland. Mm-hmm. I just, and you got Kansas City, which is 3 hours away, and and the Royals play So I mean that we're about 3 hours away from Portland by driving. Mm-hmm. So
they could just borrow that team that John Ryan is a part owner of for the college or post college ball, whatever they're the Portland Pickles.
Yeah.
They could go. That'd be called the Pickles. That'd be awesome.
And if you're Portland, the A's are going to change their name to the Pickles.
What are they going to be? The Peas?
The Portland Peas. The A's. You're right. What a great situation because I mean the A's, seem to be on the upswing when it comes to quality ball club. And how sad would that be if they got a team, if they went to the World Series before we did, a team in Portland?
How about they move to T-Mobile Park and we take the Oakland A's, we send the Mariners somewhere else, and we just change the names.
I like this plan.
So Portland gets the Mariners, but they got to change the name, and we get the A's, and we call them the Mariners.
Okay.
You know what? I think that's our best hope of actually having a good team.
I'm willing to let this happen. Yeah. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? Well, you know what? The floor is yours. Your calls, your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to get out there, remember, Steve's got a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to gong your ass and say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, I just saw this morning, and someone just texted and said, hey, did you guys see the story about the Tampa Bay Lightning security making a dad and his 11-year-old remove their Panthers jersey during the playoffs? WTF.
What?
I did see this, and I had to do a bunch of reading just to figure out why in the hell this happened. There's a video out there of this dad. He's kind of douchey, but I also understand why he's annoyed. But he's being very rude to the people that are just trying to deliver the news, and it's just one of those things where it's they're in a weird position, and you're in a weird position, but you don't have to be whatever. But in Tampa Bay, they have a policy in certain parts of the lower bowl. You're not allowed to wear an opposing team's jersey. It's part of their home team advantage thing. And I guess it's on the fine print in their Ticketmaster tickets and along those lines. Well, this guy and his kid, they show up, they're rocking their jerseys for the Florida Panthers, which is the team that they were playing. And they were told that you got to take those jerseys off or we're going to have to kick you out. And then the argument ensued. And I don't know if they were escorted out of the game or not. But how about this 11-year-old there to go watch his favorite team? And they're saying, no, you can't wear the jersey because it's against our policy.
Well, I will tell you this. That is I never heard of this rule,
so
Steve.
Stupid.
It is the dumbest rule in sports. Tampa Bay should be ashamed of themselves because to have sections... What are we? I mean, is this they do British soccer? Is that what this is?
I don't know.
You're going to have the hooligan section to make sure that they stay over there and they can't be anywhere. How dumb is that?
Well, this is a thing that I don't know if you remember the story, but Tampa Bay did something like this, not like this with the jerseys, but a few years ago when they were going to be playing the Blackhawks, they made it so that if you had a Chicago zip code, you couldn't purchase tickets online. They're just all about, we're just trying to enhance the fan experience, and it's working out well for us. I'm no, your team is freaking awesome. That's why it's working out. The people are coming to these games because they're really good, not because you're doing these silly things that kind of make you look. I really hope that I feel like the Seattle Kraken's everything's being run really well, and so far they've made some great decisions and everything that they've done. I sure as hell hope they don't do you're not allowed to wear an opposing team's jersey in the arena in a section. That's so dumb.
That is, I agree with you 100%. That is dumb. And, it sucks that people are douchey to each other. And it sucks that, the middleman, again, has to take a beating. I mean, because it wasn't the security guard's policy.
Right. They're being told, hey, we see these jerseys on TV. I guess what they'll do is if you show up wearing the jersey, they'll either put you in a seat that is
where you're allowed to wear an opposing team's jersey, or they'll give you a black or a blue T-shirt or something like that you could, just a plain T-shirt that you can wear and replace, and then you can put the jersey on hold and come pick it up after the game. Or you can go back to your car and they'll give you a re-entry ticket so that way you can come. It's like, holy smokes, man.
What a mess.
How silly.
I mean, imagine that somebody decided that, they love the sport so much, they're following their team to your venue, which you got to be thinking, if you're in the NHL, how cool is it our fans are willing to travel? They love their team so much. And then this is what we and they buy the merchandise. That's the other thing. It's like they bought that jersey. The NHL wants people to buy jerseys. And then
but
they
Tampa
traveled.
Bay just wants them to wear their jerseys, BJ.
Yeah, that is, I mean, if I am, whoever the commissioner is from the NHL,
Gary
I think
Bettman.
I think Bettman needs to have a conversation with Tampa Bay management. That's dumb. Boy, is that dumb.
According to Vicky found a story that I found on a Reddit user said that the kid was allowed to keep the jersey on as long as the dad agreed to take his off. So
What's the point of that?
I don't know, man. It's just stupid. Like, I don't mind going to a game and seeing an opposing team's jerseys being worn. It's like part of the fun of sports. Like, you trash talk each other.
Yeah, it's...
Plus, they can make fun of those two. You came all the way this way to see our team beat your team in the playoffs.
I really wish that, because, Steve, you've known this in your career. I've known this in my career. Where you have to be the mouthpiece for moron management. I really, really hate that. And I, of course, in the world of retail, had to do it in my entire life, where the moron managers who are not on the front lines and don't even understand what it's like to interact with real people make these stupid rules, and they never have to answer for them. They never have to face the people that, they enforce these dumb rules on. I wish they would. I wish that the security guard would have said, yeah, here's the number of the moron they came up with. Go ahead. Here's his cell phone number. Call him up. He's an idiot.
So it said possibly it's to keep fans from fighting in the seats. How fans can get passionate. That could be an interesting argument, but you're allowed to wear the jersey in other spots. And one person brought up the point, I think it's more of this, that they don't want it being seen on TV. So it's the lower bowl and in spots where the cameras will pick it up for some reason. They just, I don't know why.
I know why.
Who cares you see an opposing team's fan's jersey?
They don't want it to look like a Red Sox Mariners game or
a Blue Jays Mariners game.
Yeah, they don't want it to look like that. And I understand, but you know what? Maybe your fans suck. And the other people are buying tickets from out of town. I mean, it sucks, but, that's... all right. Well, you know what, Steve? You and I agree on this. That's pretty much
rare.
all there is.
It's very rare. Yes.
Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Somebody wanted to know if we've watched any of those reaction videos and if we like them. Like, there's a guy by the name of Jamel, a.k.a. Jamal, who does great videos of Seattle rock bands and other bands as well. I do watch these. I don't know if you ever pay attention to these on YouTube, BJ.
I mean, I've seen them for like my sci-fi stuff and my, so I've seen reaction videos to different things. I haven't seen any for the rock bands that you're talking about, though, Steve.
There is a guy, and he's my favorite of them all. There's a few people that are really good at these, and it's typically someone who's never heard of the band or has never heard the song, and they'll watch it for the first time and react accordingly. Some are hammed up, and you can tell that they've seen it before, and they're just trying to make a video. But he seems like very genuine, and I really enjoy his. And, dude, when you watch him, I don't know. What I love about it is I'm such a huge Pearl Jam fan, but then when I watch someone else enjoy Pearl Jam for the first time on these videos, it makes me feel like I'm listening to Pearl Jam for the first time again. Like, I thought I heard Black, the song, enough times in my life, and I could be fine without it. I watch these reaction videos. I've watched like 5 or 6 of them of just the song Black, the unplugged performance, and I'm like, damn, they're right. This is such an incredible song. You forget because you've heard it so much. But the first time you hear it and you hear the lyrics, it does blow your mind.
Well, that is really cool that somebody's reaction to a song can bring you back, Steve. I mean, I hadn't even thought about that whole situation developing. That is really, really cool. Vicky showed me, is this the dude with the Superman shirt?
Yeah, it's Jamel, a.k.a. Jamal.
Yeah.
That's what he goes by.
And he's
just feeling it. And for most of the video, it's just him just like kind of giving a stank face. Like, he's like, and then every once in a while he'll hit pause, and he's a musician, or he seems like he's a musician, because he just talks so in depth about why it's striking an emotion with him. But I mean, he does Alice in Chains. He does, I think he did Mother Love Bone. He's done
other bands as well, not just like the Beastie Boys, but like he just picks random bands or people suggest ones, and if he's never heard it before, he'll watch it, pop it up on his YouTube, and he gets like hundreds of thousands of viewers from this.
I remember
That's awesome.
I remember the twin brothers that did Phil Collins in the Air Tonight.
Yes.
And they were just totally vibing, and it just like blew their mind when they heard that drum solo. And I'm getting goosebumps now because it's like remembering the first time I heard it.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
Well, I still do that sometimes. I don't know if you guys ever do this when, like, Ted and I will have, like, our slumber parties. I'm like, hey, you want to have your mind blown? And he's like, yes. And so I'm like, no, you can keep it closed on this time. But this time, I'm going to go on YouTube. The last time I did it, I pulled up a Bee Gees song before they became a disco band. Like, back when they were just more of, like, a singer-songwriter, just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't disco-y. Like, the song I Started a Joke.
Oh, that's a great song.
Right. And Ted's jaw dropped. He's like, I have never, and it was so much fun because I felt like I was watching it for the first time because I'm just sitting there with my buddy and he's falling in love with the Bee Gees when, you know, we all just have this certain stigma against the Bee Gees because they were disco.
Yeah, I've seen videos where, like you said, Steve, some of them are hamming it up and it irritates me. It's like, okay, you're really not that excited about this. You know, calm down there, Sammy. But Jamal's videos, I mean, it's cool just to see somebody like what you like. Yes. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's like, oh wow, look at you. You know, you're walking into this for the first time, and I love this a lot. And wow, you're digging it. Okay, that's awesome.
And then you have that anticipation of when something awesome's about to happen in the song, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see how he's going to react to this. And then he goes, and then he like hits pause. He's like, hold on, I need a moment. And I'm like, yes, I knew you were going to. I feel like I'm in the room with the guy. I don't even know him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are fun. I highly recommend if you want to fall in love with a band again, you watch some of these reaction videos.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose. You're picking a topic. You're guiding the show. We've got your calls. We've got your texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone texted saying you guys were talking about how the Mariners and Athletics should just switch but keep the Mariners name here. That's basically what happened years ago with Everett and Bellingham's minor league teams. The Bellingham Mariners and the Everett Giants traded locations. The Giants kept the Giants name. However, when the Mariners came to Everett, they became the Aqua Sox.
Oh, okay.
I love the Aqua Sox logo.
Oh, yeah. I still got one of their shirts. I bought one of their jerseys, man, because I was
Sweet,
just all
man.
in.
Yeah.
I was all in on that whole. The Frog is the best.
Plus, they play at the best named ballpark in all of America.
Oh, yeah.
Funko Field.
Yeah, and that's new. I got to get some Funko Field merch. Because I don't have anything from when, because it wasn't Funko Field at the time.
Do they even make Funko Field merch?
I hope they do. I mean, because you know how like I
don't have like Lumen Field merch.
Well, I got a little Fenway Park thing.
Oh, look at that. They do, BJ.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, there we go. Oh,
it's got Freddie Funko on it.
Freddie Funko's pretty dope,
right?
I want that. Yeah. If anybody's looking to get me a T-shirt for any kind of gift, that's the one. Thank you.
Okay.
I love the Everett E, where it's the Mariners M logo, but turned on its side so it looks like an E.
That is a sweet-looking cap.
Isn't that the cursed trident, though? Aren't we supposed to get rid of that logo? Because apparently that's what's causing the Mariners to suck forever?
But maybe. So you're saying that Everett in some way, shape, or form is still keeping the curse going?
No, I don't know. But the Mariners still have that in their arsenal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are still bitching about that. Like, hey, we need to get rid of the trident. That's the reason why the team stinks.
Yeah, I got news for you. Steve, I think it has a lot more to do than just a damn trident. I mean, I really do. Oh, man. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
So Migs, I also love watching those reaction videos, especially the one with Pearl Jam's Black. My favorite part is that if you look at the comments, everybody at some point mentions the same lyric, and it's got to be one of the greatest lyrics of all time. And he's right. Like, it's kind of interesting. Like, I try and think of like a band that has a song where like there's one line in the song that will resonate with everyone. And for this one, if you ever watch any of these reaction videos of Pearl Jam's Black, everybody always brings up the line where Eddie says, "I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in someone else's sky, but why can't it be? Why can't it be mine?" And everyone's like, "That's like the heaviest lyric I've ever heard in my life."
Boy, is that, and that's super poignant for any dude, any person who's had to let somebody go.
Yeah. And one person says, that's probably the saddest, heartbroken lyrics I've ever read.
You know, and I'll tell you something. And let me tell you something. Actually, that is to me the most uplifting example of a great human being. You know, you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. I'm going to let you go. I wish you could, basically he's saying, why couldn't it be me? But I know you're going to be with somebody else. And just the idea of letting that person go, that is
the high road.
That is unconditional love, dude. I mean, that is, that's why it resonates with everybody, because you feel that pain, but you also love that person enough that sometimes a lot of us get caught in the, I don't love you enough to let you go, and then it gets ugly.
But then it goes in the bridge on that same song, goes, "Bitch, bitch, I hate you, bitch." And it's like, well, I don't know. I'm kidding. He doesn't say that.
Well, yeah, but see, that was,
that would be so weird. That
Eddie must have been, Eddie was probably just having, I've only yin and yang day is what I was having. Or was he just talking about his Cubs before they won the World Series?
That could be 100+ years.
Yeah, there were some tough years for him. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Got a nice text that says, I just want to thank all the men and women that have made the ultimate sacrifice in protecting our country and the freedoms that we have. Thank you for your service. Obviously, with Memorial Weekend happening, that's a great message to read.
And have you seen, I think that this is one of the greatest memes I've ever seen, because a lot of people get confused between Armed Forces Day, Veterans Day, and Memorial Day. Mm-hmm. And Armed Forces Day is for folks that are still in uniform. Veterans Day is for folks that hung up their uniform. And Memorial Day are for folks that never made it out of their uniform.
Oh. Wow.
And and so this, of course, a very powerful holiday as we're all barbecuing and having fun and really doing that, good old freedom American stuff. It is the folks that never made it out of their uniform that made it possible, and continue to make it possible. So, Memorial Day, a big day to honor those who served.
But you said that's the best meme. I think that's the second best meme of all time. I don't think that's the best.
Oh, it's not the best meme? Okay, what you got?
Well, the one of the girl with all the hot dogs hitting her face, and then the text underneath it that says, "I have a lot of male friends."
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. My bad.
Good God.
Okay.
That meme has just come up so much on our show in the past 2 days.
Steve was loving that meme.
But yesterday, we brought it up yesterday, too.
Steve found a new meme that is his favorite.
It's not even new. I've seen it for years. Every once in a while, I just remember and want to read. It's like listening to Pearl Jam with a friend that's never heard it before.
You're right. It's on that level.
You need to introduce people to these memes.
It's on the Black level. The poignant lyrics of Black, and of course the hot dog meme girl. Yes,
somebody should take the lyrics of Black that we were talking about and use that as the meme text for that picture.
I know.
Now pulling it up.
Vicky's playing the meme because I haven't seen it enough. I mean, Vicky, I know. I've seen the hot dog meme. And by the way, I've lived it. I've lived this.
That's right. You have lived this.
You forget that I lived this as a stand-up comic. I've lived this hot dog
Someday
meme.
you'll have a beautiful life.
Can we
Lots
recreate
of
it?
hot dogs.
Oh, BJ, we should recreate it.
Can we throw hot dogs at you?
Somebody
because if you remember, I told you this was one of the most wonderful experiences of my life. Why wouldn't I want to recreate it, Vicky? Thank you.
Yeah.
Tragedy makes great comedy. Truth.
Yeah, that's a fact. I work with it every day.
Well, don't talk about Danny like that.
Oh, is it great comedy? Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well,
you
own half of it. Okay.
All right. You know what? I promise you I'll go the rest of the show without bringing up that meme.
Really? Are you sure you can make that promise?
No,
I'm not making that bet.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the best thing ever.
Right?
all right. Well,
It always makes me laugh out loud.
I can tell.
I kind of like the other meme better, but okay.
No, the other meme's nicer. I get it. Yeah.
You should really just start commenting that meme like on everything, like on
It
Facebook.
has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and people just be like, "Why is Steve doing the hot dog girl? I don't get it."
It's just hilarious. That's why, guys. All right.
Okay.
So he said, hey, did you happen to see that newspaper that put together a list of the 10 best high school movies? I was curious what you guys think, since you always love to argue about movies.
So these are movies just based on high school life, I'm assuming?
I think they're based in high school.
All right. I do have that list, and it was a Colorado newspaper that did this, and I really can't argue with all this. I just can't. I feel like maybe you'd move a couple of things around, but I feel like number 1 and number 2 deserve it, though I don't know number 3 very well. It's an older movie, and I don't know that one. And I don't know number 4 either.
Well, nobody knows because you haven't told anybody.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you right now. Well, I thought I'd let you guys pick your number ones.
My number 1, I'm looking. I have the list in front of me as well. So but my number 1's not on this list, and that's Superbad. They were in high school, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're right.
Good call. That's like one of my favorite movies. Like, I just love that movie.
You're right, Steve. That really should be on the list. Whoa, that's nuts.
I'm just surprised that one didn't make the list. But I'm looking. I'm curious what everyone else has.
If American Pie is not number 1 on this list, I am vetoing this list.
Is that that was high school, wasn't it?
Yes, American Pie, the first one. The second one, college.
You're right. It's not on the list, Danny, and I agree. How is that not on the list? I thought it was college for a minute, but I think
this list sucks.
Yeah, that was like the blueprint for every high school movie.
Wow. I said I'd like this list, and now I think I'm with Steve on this, and maybe it's not a great
Porky's.
list. Was that high? I guess that was high school, but I don't think it should be on the list. Rev, you got one?
It's not going to be on this list. I promise you 100%. Class of Nukem High. Which, if you know Trauma Entertainment, they were the guys who did the Toxic Avenger and stuff. It was basically, there was this high school in New Jersey, which was conveniently located next to a nuclear power plant.
Oh, God.
I remember that movie, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah, hijinks ensue. It came out in 86. It was stupid, dumb, and amazing.
All right, it didn't make the list.
I know. I know.
Texture brought up a good one, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is not on this list also.
Jeez.
This list sucks.
You're right. Okay, well, I'll tell you
said if Superbad's not on this list, just stop reading it. I agree. That should be number 1. That's my number
Vicky,
1.
you got one? I mean, you might as well take a shot. Vicky's probably not on the list because it'd probably be good.
Grease, I was thinking.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm thinking of something that,
Wow, that was a high school. You're right. Wow. And I could even see Grease.
Oh, geez.
I can kind of see that being on the list. All right, well, number 1. I don't think we can argue with that. It should be on the list, whether it be number 1 or not. I don't know. Dazed and Confused.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, yes.
I'm okay with that being considered the top high school movie. I've never seen it. You've never seen Dazed and Confused?
No.
Same.
It's Matthew McConaughey's best movie.
All right.
He's got some of the best lines.
He really does.
Is that the one with, what's his name?
Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
Woody Harrelson? Is he
No.
No. Okay.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure you would enjoy Dazed and Confused.
It's got an amazing soundtrack.
I'll check it out.
It's based in the 70s. They're hazing the freshmen. Hilarity ensues.
Number 2 movie, I think we all will probably agree that deserves to be on this list, and probably at number 2, Fast Times at Ridgemont High with Spicoli.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one. Danny, have you ever seen that?
No, never seen
There's
that.
No way Danny's seen any of these movies
I don't know.
on this
Maybe
list.
it was like on in the background when he was like, thinking about Green Day.
There's only one movie. There's only one movie from the aughts, and actually not even the aughts. Really, it's in the 2000s is what I'll just say. There's only one movie from the 2000s. The rest of these, you're right, Steve. I don't think they're going to know these. The Last Picture Show I know of. That's number 3, but don't know anything about it.
I have no idea what that is. I guess it's based in high school.
It's out of the early 70s. It's got Jeff Bridges in it, Cloris Leachman, Sybil Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
Story of 2 high school seniors and longtime friends, blah, blah, blah.
I heard it was a good movie. Maybe someday I'll watch it. Anybody know 3 O'Clock High?
Yes.
It was made in 87.
Awesome movie. Guy challenges I think he's like the bully. He challenges someone to a fight. I don't remember very well, but I remember really enjoying it. And then, the whole movie's about the anticipation of the fight happening at 3 o'clock.
3 O'Clock High. That makes sense.
They totally spoofed that on Family Guy. That makes sense.
Yes, they did.
John Cryer, or a guy who looks like John Cryer, is.
I wouldn't be surprised. John Cryer was a young star.
Simons.
Yeah, it's someone who looks like him. It's not John Cryer.
Oh, it isn't John. Oh, okay.
But he's kind of got like that John Cryer look when I was a kid. But 3 O'Clock High is a super fun movie. I have no idea if it would translate. In fact, I probably think it wouldn't. It's probably slow moving now because it's all about that anticipation of the fight happening.
Rock and Roll High School is number 5. The Ramones were in that, weren't they? Or they just sing the song?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen the movie.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know Cooley High from back in 1975. Don't know that one.
These are all like in the 70s.
These are all
like
way before me.
50 years old.
I find it hard to believe that, there's only one movie, which I'm about to give you, that would make this list from the 2000s. I think this list is lame. 21 Jump Street, which is definitely a good high school movie.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That one was definitely good for 2000s, but it
not
doesn't
a top
beat
10.
It doesn't beat the other ones that we've mentioned so far.
No.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. You're absolutely right.
Someone says Varsity Blues.
Oh, that's college.
Scenes.
Isn't that college?
No, it's about high school football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Friday Night Lights, baby.
Oh, all right. Yeah. In that case, for some reason, I always thought that was about college, it's been a long time. All right. Yeah. But Rebel Without a Cause, that's James Dean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's iconic.
It's no super bad.
And then you got Heathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny, have you seen Heathers?
No.
You would love it.
I think you would like Heathers.
With all of your heart.
All right.
Super emo. Super
And
it really is.
This one here, we wouldn't have no Star Wars, I don't think, if we didn't have this movie. American
Strikes Back.
Graffiti. What, no. That was a great high school movie, yes.
Oh my gosh.
American Graffiti, which Lucas did, and also I don't think we would have any Happy Days if not for this movie because Ron Howard was in it.
Oh, yeah.
Very true.
Wait, so Breakfast Club wasn't on it?
Oh, good call. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're
Club,
right.
16 Candles.
Ducky, right? Isn't that his name?
No, that was Pretty in Pink.
Oh, okay. That
Yes.
too.
That one, too. Any of the John Hughes movies.
Colorado sucks. That's all, because that's what this came up with this list is Colorado.
The whole state.
They need to pump the brakes.
I'm picturing all the 90s ones, like the She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You. I'm surprised none of those made the list.
It was probably like a 90-year-old man working at the newspaper that made this list.
Right.
Well, I'm not moonlighting, so it wasn't me.
Fair enough.
All right, well, we have an important question that needs to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and a pillow have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a pillow have in common?
Steve bites both.
It's interesting you say that because the texts are coming in. Steve practices making out with both.
Oh, there you go.
Steve sleeps with both between his legs.
Wow.
Yep. And Steve lays his head gently on both.
Those
every
aren't
night.
pillows.
Steve likes to stuff both. Wow. Oh, and then there's one. Steve bites both.
There you go.
There it is.
Great mind.
Pillow biter, Ryan biter.
There's a company in Japan. They are selling a cat-shaped comfort pillow that purrs when you pet it.
Oh, really?
It's called the Reverend in Fuego.
Yeah.
I like this.
Now, some people think it's creepy because the pillow doesn't have a face. It just looks, it always looks like it's sleeping with its head pointed down.
That's not why it's creepy, BJ. It's creepy because it's a purring pillow that you snuggle.
This could be the saddest purchase anyone could ever make.
It really is. It really is.
Well,
Who are these people that don't have a whole bunch of real cats already anyway?
Yeah. Rev, how many are you ordering?
Half dozen.
Okay. It is the Meow Ever pillow. And also Rumble. It has a Rumble pack, so it actually simulates the cat breathing as well as the purring.
Someone's got sex with this.
It's got a fake heartbeat.
Good news, it's only $40 on Amazon.
Oh, hey, get two.
I'm disturbed. You know who else is disturbed? Ryan Castle. He's got a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
What the hell did I just walk in on? I have no idea. I'd rather walk in on my parents doing it.
Whoa!
Just kidding.
Are you sure?
I was about to say, are you sure?
Wow.
I only want to walk in on your parents when they give me cupcakes. That's all I want to see.
Well, that I agree.
Now I just have that visual, Steve.
Of my parents doing it?
Yes.
Sorry.
Happy birthday to us. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Stephen, it's Mommy. How you doing there?
Not so good anymore, Mom.
Oh, yeah, no.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.